It is Monday. There was no shipping today. Post office is closed for 4th of July weekend and all that. So I don't know. I got a few listings up, but it's the afternoon now. And I'm actually going to pick up a Facebook Marketplace buy. I'm buying a bunch of Laserdiscs. So I'll talk more about that in a little bit. But seems like a pretty good deal. I'm going to head over there now and I'll show you everything I got and talk about it once I get home. I am back from the Facebook Marketplace buy. So here are all the laser discs. There's a total of 57. I paid $50 for this lot, so it comes out to about 87 cents a piece, which is a really good deal. And yeah, so I've never sold laser discs before, but it's pretty similar to DVDs. The reason why I even looked for these was because of the Curious Picker. I watch his YouTube channel, also listen to his podcast and all that. And he bought 1,100 laser discs for $1,100. Like $1 a piece, and he did pretty well on them. Just like DVDs or anything else, there's going to be good ones. There's going to be junk ones too, but in like a lot like this, that's what you can expect. So I don't know. I just started searching some Facebook Marketplace offer up for anyone selling bulk laser discs, and I came across this listing, and it seemed to be a good deal, less than $1 a piece, and I got a bunch of them. So yeah, I looked up this one. This big old box set of this opera thing, and I saw a sold comp for this one for around like 45 bucks. So right off the bat, like this thing will probably just pay for everything. And when buying bulk like this, if you can find one or two items that'll more than pay for everything, like that's where I want to be. These kind of buys are just stupid. You can make a ton of money. Obviously this will be some work to process this, but still, these seem to be in very good condition. Most of the single ones have a plastic covering around them. I looked at the disc, it's in great shape. There's no scratches or anything like that in these, so I might even be able to get a premium on some of them because they're in great condition. This one I saw a sold comp for I think like 26 bucks. So yeah, just right here, these two I'm already gonna get profit. And then I have all these kind of box sets too. These are the only two I looked up. I'm not gonna look up all these right now, it would take forever. I'll just do it when I list them. So I have no idea about the value of the rest of these, but here's some like box set type ones. And yeah, a lot of laser discs can be rare, just like DVDs, same kind of thing. So there's going to be a lot of junk ones in here, but still, even if even like the $10 ones, these will ship media mail in like record label or mailers. And you know, if you can profit $5 a piece, worst case scenario on like all these, like that alone would be good. But obviously some of these are going to be worth more, like this and this, so I'll just have to go through and see it. But even worst case scenario, assuming all these only net me $5 a piece, that's still like a killer deal. Yeah, so got all those kind of box set ones over here. And then there's a bunch of just like individual ones. But yeah, this is pretty cool. This is something that like people aren't really looking for. Like your average reseller is not on Facebook Marketplace looking for laser discs. They're looking for video games and stuff like that, collectibles. So this is some of the best stuff that I do on eBay is like the under the radar kind of stuff, like DVDs. Like not many people are into selling DVDs, so I scoop them up all the time at yard sales. And then you know, stuff like this, books. A lot of people don't like it or don't think you can sell books on eBay, so I do pretty good on books because people just leave it behind. It's not like the mainstream kind of item that people are after, and I feel like this is another item like that. Like no one's really looking for laser discs. Like I don't think you're going to run into these at garage sales that often, but on like local selling apps, if someone's getting rid of a big old lot of these, obviously condition is going to matter, so it's kind of risky, but these all seem to be in like excellent condition. But yeah, I'm not going to go through all of them, but that's just an example of like what I have. But yeah, not too bad. Good way to start the week. I'm probably not going to get these listed right away because I only have a few more record mailers left. So I'm probably gonna have to order some with my eBay coupon, which actually just came out a couple days ago. And then once I get those here, then I'll start listing these because I don't want to like have these sell and then I don't have the proper box to ship these in. But yeah, good start to the week. Can't complain. I just got in the mail my Dymo labels. I'm surprised they got delivered today on Monday, but I don't know. Yeah, they did, and I'm really glad because I forgot to order these and I actually ran out, so I had to use my like old backup printer with like peel and stick paper for like a day or two, and it was a pain in the ass, and I didn't even realize like how much like faster and better it was using these. I can't believe I used to use my old printer, so I'm really glad I got these in. I'm going to try not to make that mistake again once I'm down to like 1 or 2 rolls. I just got to order them. I think that's what happened last time. I just straight up forgot. But yeah, got these in the mail. If you don't have a thermal printer, I strongly recommend it. Like, it makes stuff so much more easier, and it's really not even that expensive for like labels and stuff like that. The printers themselves can be kind of costly, but in my opinion, it's well worth it. It is early Tuesday morning. I have 11 eBay orders to pack up and ship out today. Like I mentioned earlier, there was no shipping yesterday because of 4th of July weekend. That's why I'm shipping today on Tuesday. Normally I ship Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll probably ship tomorrow too. That way I'll be back on track to my Monday, Wednesday, Friday shipping, and I'll just be back on a normal schedule as of tomorrow. Not everything that's sold is here. I'll show you the rest of the stuff once I get to the storage unit in a little bit. But first up, I sold this DVD. This is pre-owned. Ended up selling for $14.99. Not too bad at all. Next up, I sold one of these Hot Wheels cars. That one sold for $20. Sold a Blu-ray. This is sealed. Sold for $9.99. Sold a CD, Cracker Greatest Hits. That is sealed. Sold for $16.14. This is one of those CDs I have a ton of copies of, so I'm glad to see that sell. Next up, I sold this vintage Bulls 98 NBA Champions hat. Paid $3 for this at a yard sale. Sold for $29.99. Here is a really good one. This is a pre-owned DVD. Tom Dodd and the Language of Music. Pre-owned, sold for $49.99. I think I got this at that one estate sale where I just picked up a ton of DVDs kind of recently, but yeah, crazy. That's why I pick up DVDs that are, even if there's no solds on eBay, that are just kind of weird and unique, and just not a lot of them available, because sometimes they end up like this. Crazy good sale there. Really happy with that. Next up, I sold this vintage blank Sears shirt. This was nothing crazy. I knew it was Sears because it had it on the tag, but then I washed it and the tag like disintegrated and kind of got destroyed. Sometimes it's not worth washing vintage clothing. I've learned that the hard way a few times now. But still, this sold for $12.14. Glad to see that go. And then I also sold this PSP game. I've had this thing listed for a very long time. Wipeout. Finally sold for $9.45. All right, I'm at the storage unit. I have 3 more items to pull. These are the items I'm going to inventory, the stuff I got listed recently. So I'll do that after I pull the items. But yeah, this stuff is also stuff that is going out Tuesday. First up, I sold this Poison Ivy like action figure doll thing. The packaging was in really rough shape. However, it didn't matter. It still sold for $39.99. I paid $4 for this at a garage sale pretty recently. Could have got more if the packaging was in better condition, but still, I'm not going to complain. Next up, I sold a book. Now, this one, you guys, I did place here like this beforehand. It wasn't just conveniently right there. It's hard to dig out a book from back there with one hand, and I just wanted to do this all in one take, but just throwing that out there. Sold this book, Baby Island. This sold for $19.99. Man, that book haul is just ridiculous, man. Like $20 for this, I will take it. That is awesome. And then last up for the day, I sold a DVD, one of these anime DVDs. This one right here, Welcome to the NHK. This is pre-owned. This sold for $19.99. It is early Wednesday morning. Even though I just shipped yesterday, I'm going to be shipping today to get back on schedule. And I actually have 14 orders to go out today. However, a lot of those were a bunch of cards that we'll get to once I get to the storage unit, but still not too bad considering I just shipped yesterday. First up, I sold this Volkswagen model. This is sealed, sold for $19.99. I've had this one for quite a while. Next up, I sold a Magic card that sold for $1.99. Sold this DVD, The Marine with John Cena, that ended up selling for $8.89. I sold a Marvel 91 card, Kang, that sold for $2. This person's actually bought from me before, so I'm not sure if it's a viewer or just someone that collects Marvel cards, because I think they bought a Marvel 91 card from me a little while ago, too. I recognized the username, so pretty cool to have a repeat customer there. Next up, I sold this Tommy Bahama shirt, this embroidered shirt. Nothing on the front, but look at the back. This was just a cool looking shirt. I paid $1 for this at a garage sale. This sold for $39.99, so not too bad at all. Really good sale. And then I also sold this Hot Wheels Treasure Hunts Nissan Skyline. This one sold for $21.99. This is a decent car, and this is one of the cars I have several copies of, so good to see that go. I'm at the storage unit. I have a few more things to pull. First off, I sold this Nickelodeon Alex Mac Vhs. This is sealed, sold for $34.99. So this is why I like to pick up items that just aren't really available on eBay. There's no solds for this, so some people might think this is a bad item because no one's buying it. The thing is, it's just not available. There was only one pre-owned one active listing, and then there was no sealed listings. So this sold pretty quickly too, so I will take it. $34.99, not too bad at all. And then next up, I already pulled these out, and because I didn't want to dig through all of them, it would take forever. But someone picked up 7 G.I. Joe cards. I'm probably just going to put one screenshot up of the total order, because there's just too many to do each one individually. But they sold for $1.99 a piece, so this person's total was $13.93. It is Thursday morning. I just got back from a garage sale, actually. I forgot to record a little intro, but it didn't matter. I didn't pick up anything. They actually had a bunch of cool stuff, but the prices were just a little bit too high. Like stuff that I would want to pay like 50 cents a dollar for, they had priced at like $4 or $5, and there just wasn't room for profit. Like the items weren't that valuable, even though they were cool. If they were charging like way cheaper prices, I probably would have picked up a bunch of stuff, but you know, they weren't, so I left empty-handed. Yeah, anyway, yesterday I got my some shipping supplies in. I used my eBay store shipping supply coupon, and this time I picked up these record mailers. And the reason I picked these up, I was running low on them before, but also because I just picked up all those laser discs. So I will use these to ship the majority of those. These are 12.5 by 12.5, and then the third dimension is adjustable. As you see here, there's little grooves, so you can make it like as thin or thick as you want. So, you know, if you just have one, you can just make it flat. But, you know, if you have something bigger, you can have it go like that. Like these just fold in. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. But these come in handy for other things too. Like I always keep these on hand. Sometimes bigger books will ship good in these. Also, like I've been shipping my wrestling figures in these too. As long as the bubble on the card is like a slim one, the wrestling figures will fit in this, and then they'll also still ship first class. So these come in handy for lots of things, but I'm definitely going to use these for the laser discs. The eBay store coupon that I have is for $50 with tax and everything. This was like $57 for 50 of these. So I ended up paying like $7 something out of pocket. If you're going to buy these without the coupon, I wouldn't recommend picking them up from eBay, because that's like more than $1 a piece, which is kind of ridiculous. But since I have the coupon, you know, I get them for super cheap, almost free. So yeah, not too bad. Today I'm going to start listing the laser discs. We will see how that goes though, but I definitely want to get a good start on that. The first listing is always takes the most time, but then once I have all the item specifics filled in, once my first listing is active, then I just click on my own listing and sell similar. And then all I have to do is like change the title and change the photos and like adjust the price usually. So after that, it's kind of smooth sailing, but yeah, I'm going to start on that today. I just finished listing 10 of these laser discs, so I'm off to a good start with those. It actually went pretty smooth, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal to list the rest of them. It shouldn't take that much time. However, today I'm actually taking the rest of the morning and early afternoon off, because the new Magic the Gathering set comes out on Arena, D&D, The Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. Nerd! So I'm going to be, yeah, just playing that for a little bit and kind of enjoy the rest of the day, but at least I got a decent start with these laser discs. It is early Friday morning. I have 9 eBay orders to pack up and ship out today. Most of the orders are actually here. I only have one item I have to get from the storage unit, but I will show you that once I get there in a little bit. First up, sold a DVD, Support Your Local Gunfighter. This is pre-owned, sold for $14.99. Next up, I sold this Raiders scarf. I got this for free at an estate sale. I was buying some other Raiders hoodies and stuff, and the guy just threw this in. So this ended up selling for $10.67. Not too bad for being a free item. I'll take it. Next up, I sold this vintage board game. I've had this for quite a while. The box is in really rough shape. As you can see, it's all bent and all that. But this thing still ended up selling for $46.49, so that's pretty good. So what I did with this is I just laid everything out in the photos and stuff, and like this looks like it's never been used, but I just put in the listing that nothing was counted. You just get what's in the pictures, and I just made sure to take really good pictures. So hopefully that is good enough, but it looks like this game hasn't been used. The box is just damaged. But just in case it was missing something, I wanted to mention that it wasn't counted or anything like that. But solid sale. Next up, sold this Thanos Flare 94 card that sold for $3.75. Next up, I sold one of these Hot Wheels. This one, pretty decent one, sold for $17.99. And then last up for the day, I had one person pick up 3 of these graphite alligators. So they bought one for $19.24, which is the price I had it listed for. Then they messaged me and asked me if I give them a discount if they bought me out and bought the other two. And I said, yeah, I'd give them for 15 bucks a piece if they bought all three of them. So yeah, they got the other two for 15. So this one they paid $19.24, and the other two they paid 15 a piece for. So their total was $49.24. These were just a bad buy straight up. Like I bought like a bunch of these for like 11 bucks a piece at a garage sale, and I've sold the rest of them for higher than the price they're marked now. Just because they're on super sale for now, because I've had them for a couple of years. So in the long run, I did make money on them, but it just, I don't know why I paid that much for these stupid alligators. It was just really dumb. That was a couple of years ago though. But yeah, I'm glad to sell those, glad to make a little money on them, and just glad to get rid of them at this point. I'm at the storage unit. So I brought the Laserdisc that I just listed yesterday. I actually think I'm going to leave this box here and just kind of have them in this box like this. That way I can just like flip through them and all that. And yeah, that should work out. So that's going to stay there with the box. I put a couple cards in there that I listed. And then the one item I have to pick up from here is this book, this Science and the Future yearbook thing from 1969. This thing sold for $19.99. I'm telling you guys, this book haul was just ridiculous. Like another $20 book. I'm about to leave the storage unit, but yeah, there's actually like quite a few yard sales today, but I'm just straight up skipping them. Like I have this Laserdisc buy that I just did, which is going to take some time. Plus I still have like a mountain of other stuff. I've been making progress on the other stuff, but still it's just so much stuff. It's just unnecessary, I think, today to go out to all these yard sales, because there is a decent amount. So I don't know, I'm just going to skip it. So I'm packing up the book I just pulled, and here's a good example of using those record mailers for books. So this thing is going to work perfectly for this. I bubble wrap the book, and then I take some packing paper and just kind of roll it up and put it on the sides just so it doesn't shake around. It looks kind of weird now. And then everything just folds up. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, and then I'll tape it up. I'll show you guys how it looks in a second. Here it is, all taped up, ready to go. Kind of just do, you know, a piece of tape in the middle and then two on the sides. And then sometimes if it looks a little janky, I'll put a piece of tape here. And then also, you know, this side looks a little janky, but a piece of tape here. And that's going to work just fine. This is shipping media mail, so you got to use just a regular brown box. You obviously can't use priority boxes. Otherwise, I probably could have used one of those. But yeah, this is how it looks. It is time for the numbers for the week. This week I had a total gross sales of $549.55. After fees and shipping and all that, my net was $365.27. So if you didn't catch my last video, go check that out. I did recently get a part-time job, so my eBay money now is pretty much mostly just extra money. But these numbers, if I was just doing eBay this week, this would be a bad week. Like, this is terrible. However, the fact that this is now extra money, this is actually pretty solid. Like, who couldn't use an extra $365 that they wouldn't normally get just from their regular job? So that's why eBay is cool. And in that sense, I consider this week a success. If I was just doing eBay this week, it'd be really bad. But yeah, I did start the job this week, so everything you saw was on top of working. I kind of took it easy this week because I'm adjusting to how I'm going to be doing things, working this job in the evenings. And it's working out, but I need, you know, I need to just get used to it again. And so I did take it easy. I didn't list too much because, you know, I'm just kind of focusing on the new job and the schedule and everything. I did list some stuff though. And also the new Magic set came out this week too. So I kind of took it easy and spent some of my free time playing the game instead of actually like listing stuff on eBay. Like, a new Magic set comes out once every 3 months. Like, I feel like I've been busting ass for a long time that, you know, once every 3 months I deserve to like play a video game for a couple days because I enjoy it. So yeah, took it easy this week. We'll see how things go in the future. But yeah, now that this is, you know, extra money, like $365 in dividend stocks for 1 week, solid in my book. Stack dividends, sweep floors. Until next time.
I've been sailing since early dawn. You ain't gonna see me mowing lawn. We out here collecting Pokemon, Charizards, and Flareon.